College football world finally got to see what we know about Notre Dame, and that's that they are a playoff caliber team. A lot of people said they were a playoff caliber team, but it was mainly because their schedule is what they were pointing to. But what they finally got to see with these is that defense is immaculate. Look, this game was a rock fight until Jadarian Price had the touchdown, the 47-yard touchdown that broke the game up open for Notre Dame. But with this team, this isn't a team that's going to play beautiful ball. This Notre Dame team is built like not a bulldozer, but like a paver, road paver, whatever. They're just going to roll you over. That defense is going to wear on you. The offense is just going to try to impose its will. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be effective. The identity of this team is an identity that a Notre Dame team has needed for a while, and I love seeing it with Freeman. Freeman is the right guy. It's just everyone loves this instant success stuff now, and it's taken a little bit with Freeman, but it's not like he has been that far off. Everyone likes to joke on Notre Dame and make all these jokes that they're soft, they're not good anymore, when they've already done plenty in the past, even in the college football playoff era, more than some programs could even dream of their program doing throughout history. But Notre Dame's the punching bag, so it's easy. But let's get back to the game. You went into Kyle Field, where everyone was basically picking A&M because they were at home. Oh, Elko's coming in. There's still talent on this roster. We got to take A&M. They're at home. It's Kyle Field. Notre Dame's not going to win. Notre Dame went in there, was the more physical team, and slowly it just pounded away. Like I said, they got to where the breaking point, and they were the stronger team that was wearing, and A&M broke. And that defense corralled A&M, and you could say Weigman could have played better. Yes, he didn't play that great, but also a lot of it you can credit to Notre Dame. Xavier Watts and Schuler had the interceptions. Xavier Watts is one of the best, if not the best, at creating turnovers. He was last year in the country, I believe. So this defense is the real deal. Finally, people see it. I've seen people writing about it now. They're like, this defense is the real deal. They're legit. They're a playoff caliber defense. It's like, okay, finally, like, yes, y'all all these people are putting Notre Dame in their playoff, and they're all attributing it to the schedule. Yes, the schedule is easy for Notre Dame this year, and no, it's not the normal thing like I've talked about where everyone says Notre Dame has an easy schedule, because they don't. The good thing is this year they do have an easy schedule, and it's the exact right kind of team you want to have an easy schedule. Now, I'm not going to jinx anything, so I'm not going to go too far into why I think that, because I would end up saying something that I think people would be like, take that back, because then it would end up happening for people who are superstitious, like I am. But they got 2 true road games left remaining. I believe it's Georgia Tech and USC. And then the other away games are Army and Navy, which I believe are in New Jersey and New York. And I think Navy is in New Jersey and New York is Army. But for all the people that say Notre Dame always has an easy schedule, no, they don't. This year, they finally get one. And if any team deserves one, it's them. And they finally have it. They're probably going to be favored in the rest of the games like people have seen. They still have Louisville on there. Georgia Tech could be an interesting game if Georgia Tech keeps playing the way they do and are able to establish their style of play. But this Notre Dame defense, man, is the real deal. And with Riley Leonard, I really want to talk about this kid because he is the perfect player to lead this team. That kid would crawl over broken glass for half an inch on the football field. He's the perfect guy you want leading this team. You see him go out there and play the way he plays. Was 158 passing yards and I think 63 rushing yards. This is a guy that people will just get behind naturally. The kind of style he plays, it's perfect for this team. Like I've said, their build-up. He himself plays the game in a way like that bulldozer or whatever, road paver that I talked about. He's just a hardcore dude who's going to punch you in the mouth. He's willing to take the punches, and he likes it. He enjoys that kind of football. And I love it. Seeing a tough, built, gritty Notre Dame team is awesome. It's great for college football. And I know you can't get that. You can't get a bye. But honestly, with the way it looks this year, having a home game against the Group of 5 team wouldn't be bad. And then you go and play the highest ranked, or lowest ranked conference champion, which would probably be, honestly, maybe the ACC with the way it looks right now. Which, well, Miami did look good, but we'll see. ACC or Big 12. But it's funny, not everyone is. There are a lot of people who are giving Notre Dame credit, but I'm also seeing a lot of people saying, basically, Notre Dame is pretty lucky that Weigman played bad. Like, look, Texas A&M is not a bad team. You played a good football team that has a hell of a defense, by the way. And Texas A&M, for people joking on you, you played the best defense you're going to play all regular season. And yes, I know you play in the SEC, but the best team you probably play is Ole Miss and Texas. I don't think they have Bama or Georgia on their schedule. That Notre Dame defense is the real deal that you just had to play with. I'm just glad to see people giving Notre Dame their flowers because they're a program that's just easy to hate on for clicks and views. and I don't like that. I'm not even a Notre Dame fan, but it's disrespectful to a program for no reason. It's the low hanging fruit, kind of like the Dabo Sweeney and Clemson shit now is just super easy low hanging fruit, easy engagement. It takes no effort for these people to make content about it, but they continually do it because they don't have to actually do anything. All they have to do is pick up the mic and say the same thing they've said 100 times for the last year. That's all everything. That's all anyone does with the Dabo stuff. That's what they been doing with Notre Dame. But now they get to see it. They wake up a little bit, and I'm so happy to see this Notre Dame team. And I'm really excited to how the rest of this year is going to play out because that defense, man, oh, that's a damn good defense.